This topic is it's pretty cringe. It's pretty icky, even embarrassing for me, but I feel like it must be covered. So fuck it. It's just a fair warning. You can go ahead and turn this off if you want. I want to talk about, well, the title. I mean, I'm giving it some clickbait title, like Phantom Lovers. It's basically like falling in love or being in love with someone that doesn't love you back. I guess this can apply to your exes too, even celebs, if you will. So I'll go deeper into it right now, but just to save you all some time, because some of these videos are pretty long, I'll just get straight to the point. It's the way that I've used these phantom lovers, these girls that don't even know, some of them don't even know that I like them. It is, it's basically used as like false motivation, hypothetically. Actually, realistically, what I do sometimes is I use girls that I'm attracted to as motivation to become a better person. Just straight up, either if that means working out, being smarter, finally getting like a career going, just becoming something more so that I have something to show and that I might be attractive to them someday. Well, the point is that, like, just straight up, like, even if it works for you and you're not harming anybody and nobody knows about it, I think, in my opinion, as I'm actually trying to do this right now with my life, it'll be just better if you just become a better person for yourself. Just raise your standards for yourself. As I'm going through this process, like literally as of today, I'm noticing, yeah, it's a lot harder. And I didn't realize how much of a habit it was for me to place a false hope in front of me just to stay motivated. So, yeah, I guess that's the point. You could tune out if you want to save some time, but going into it, so the first person that I did that to, I remember, was in high school, and it's creepy because I had this attraction or this false hope, and it was going on for 2 years. But to explain just straight up, I mean, I was on drugs the whole time, and that's the bottom line. That would explain why. I was caught up in a daze, if you will. And the second lady that I literally just fell head over heels for, like, I couldn't be myself in front of her. I couldn't even breathe right in front of her. I think, so this little crush and this false motivation and this false hope lasted 4 years. But again, as creepy as that sounds, it only lasted 4 years because we worked at the same place together. So I have to assume that that's why it went on so long. Um, it's kind of sad to admit, but just straight up, honestly, I actually had this little crush thing go on. This ghost lover or phantom lover recently, like within the past 2 weeks. I'm embarrassed to go into detail about it. I'm just saying that I learned a lesson from it all. In fact, this whole idea came into my mind when someone else had verbally stated such a thing as using the possibility of love for a reason to just change their life for the better. Like I said, honestly, it's like if these people don't know, these people that you have a crush on, they don't know, and you're over here becoming a better person, and you're not interfering with anyone's life. It doesn't seem so bad, but I guess I have to assume, this is an assumption, but it must fucking suck. I've never personally reached this point where I needed to achieve, or where I actually did achieve everything that I thought I needed to for this person to like me, but I can only imagine for the person that does. They make all the changes. And even for an ex, whatever the issue was, you solve it, you fix it, you change it. I can imagine that it would suck badly or hurt a lot if, even after doing all those things, your little fairy tale ending. It just doesn't work out. So that's one reason why I might advise against it. There is no might. I would advise against it. The second, the most important reason is just straight up like, look, it's hard. It's hard to change your life and all this motivation bullshit. Whatever the fuck you need to do, it's different for everybody. It's not easy to just be that lone wolf, if you will, and stand on your own 2 feet and handle everything on your own. And I'm telling you this from experience. Like, I thought I had everything figured out, but apparently not. And I'm in the process of trying to do that now, so yeah. I would totally vouch for this harder path without placing false hopes or these dreams, these crushes as motivation or specifically like a reason for you to change for the better. If you do it on your own, just honestly, straight up, like the strength and the willpower that you gain from that, shit, you can take that with you forever. And even if it's not like in the realm of other people, other crushes, like if you can become dependent, and just train yourself and teach yourself how to take care of your life. I am hell-bent on believing that, yeah, the lesson will last longer, the effect will last longer. I suppose another reason why I would strongly advise against placing another human being as your shining light or your whatever the fuck it is, first look, straight up, it's fucking creepy, it's weird, it's not normal. And so what happens is, so for me right now, as I'm trying to raise my standard of living and just become a better person overall, like those facts, if you will, like it really fucks with my head. I'm over here telling myself that I'm a fucking creeper, that I'm not normal, and just shit like that. It'll get in the way of your progress of self-improvement, if you will. What else is there? It's just, also, I don't believe it's fair at all if, for the individual that you have a crush on or that you're placing this hope in, fuck, especially if they have no idea, like what the fuck? I think it's worse if they do know, because what I feel like is gonna happen is, you've placed this fucking responsibility onto them, or a burden, if you will, if you're going through problems and you're saying that they're the answer, and that's just not the way to treat other human beings, like, it's one thing if someone's willing to just straight up, like, help you in any way, but if the person's not aware and there's just all this fucking expectations and stuff like that, it's not good for either party. And technically, I mean, I'll talk shit a little bit. If that's the person you care about, like, why the hell would you do that to them, straight up? That's not how you treat people that you love. Placing the burden of, I like to say, your salvation on them, Another, like, good reason to try to just motivate yourself, if you will, is, shit, who knows? You might turn into something that they'll fucking come to you. And if they don't, fuck it. Like, it's a win-win for you. Like, you've changed. You got willpower. You got strength. It's good news all around. So, yeah. I think that's good enough for now. Thanks for watching.